What's up? I try to find me a corner to get in a private place because I am surrounded by a bunch of people because I'm at a certain place. So we'll see if it gets ruined or where I'm at. But it's I like to keep my life private now, like I explained before. But to say real quickly is no matter what, I wasn't going to like this trailer. No matter what, it's because of what it's coming off of. It's like, like I said, I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan. But, with Fast X, whatever they come up with next, it won't have a feeling. It's just dead. There's no way that they can fix that. I wanted to say like this movie is like, to me it's like, coming out of a Zack Snyder universe of tense and, moments and, and excitement to this new Superman. But no, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as that because this movie's more like coming out of Zack Snyder's universe and seeing Justice League 2017. Because the Superman movie, I didn't care for. This Mortal Kombat movie is gonna not really be good, but it's giving you the silly tone to let you know we're not trying to be like the old Mortal Kombat, and I can understand that because it's very hard to get actors that can actually fight and act. It's very hard to do. So, and get you interested because they feel like, well, they got to put stars that because I can bring up some actors in my head, but are they stars that to get their money back? So, that's how, movies go. So anyways, so I saw the Tron. That looks interesting. I'm not a Tron fan, but but that's basically what it is. It just feels like this feeling that I got after the Raid 2. We kept getting these CGI turn off your brain movies like Jurassic World and all that. It just has that coming out of Zack Snyder cut, getting these like this Superman movie or Justice League 2017. It just feel like, okay, I'm actually even shocked that it was rated R. I was so sure that they're gonna say PG-13, like just showing you that people. Those times of thrills and excitement are dead, but it did say rated R, but it just feels like that Maggie, what is that, Morgan? What is that stupid girl killer where it just turned to a superhero movie? It feels like that's what this Hollywood's doing. Please the geeks. And I don't see how you can, the vibe of that, make that rated R. But whatever. My mind's like, at least rated R, at least. So, I'll see it. Or at least making it rated R. If you made it PG-13, it would be more like, But it looks more interested in that Superman movie, like as in a feeling, even though it just seems like more silliness. But that Superman movie is just like, that's not where I want to see that universe, It's kind of like one more example. Star Wars. I think it's called The Rise of Skywalker. I was fine for it to be a popcorn flick. I actually enjoyed it being a popcorn flick. But I said, I can understand. If I was a Star Wars fan, which I'm not because that's for losers, I would be pissed. Like I can imagine like they did Ray 3 and they made like a popcorn flick like that. I'll be pissed. But I didn't care about Star Wars. Star Wars have always been okay. I don't know anyone that cares about Star Wars except people trying to fit in who hang out one color. But it's just that feeling of, I miss the old days a little bit. I'm just feeling thrill, excitement, and you don't really, you're going there to see a CGI fight instead of a real fight. And like I said, it'd be hard to get the people that can fight and do the acting. But I wish they would have tried harder. But I guess since movies want to go bigger in budget, you need actors that It's just, I like Bones. I call him Bones from Star Trek. I don't know his real name, but to be an old guy playing John, it just doesn't make any sense. But it's whatever. All right, peace.